Welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie, and I would like to welcome you back to the second live presentation of my catalog kickoff. And I say again, catalog kind of loosely. We're using some products from the new mini catalog, some products from the celebration brochure. I will get into some of the online exclusives a little bit later today. So and there's other new products as well. Online, no, I mentioned online exclusives. Scrapbooking products, scrapbooking kits, card kits, lots of new things. So sit back and get ready for the ride or the crafting adventure, as it often turns out to be. If you are here joining me, do say hello. Let me know that you are watching. And we will get started on the crafting in just a moment. Couple things I want to mention. I do have an ordering special that will run all this week. And if you place a $50 order with me using my current host code, which will be on the screen, actually, I guess I could drop us down there right now, and then you can see it and you can take a screenshot or you can jot this down. This is my current host code right here. And if you use that on your $50 order, I will send you a kit with all the products you need to create 4 of the projects that I'm sharing this week. If your order is $60, I will send you that kit, and I will also include a package of gems. And if your order is $75, you will get both the card kit, the gems, and you will be able to select a free celebration item. So the session this morning, we took a look through this celebration catalog. We used a number of free items in our projects, and both ones that I shared and ones that I made. So hopefully you've had an opportunity to sort of, uh, you know, ponder these and drool over them and all the rest of that. So we're not going to spend a whole lot of time going through all of this this time, but I do absolutely want to share page 16 with you. Uh, if you have ever thought about joining Stampin' Up, or you um, have a big wish list, the best way to get everything on your wish list and enjoy an awesome discount is to join. My team is Great Stampin' Believers, and we always love to welcome new members. So think about that. There's no obligation. You just get to scoop up all the perks and all the benefits, both from Stampin' Up and from myself, our Great Stamping Believers team. We enjoy sharing on a team Facebook page. We have a team meeting. We do make and takes. We have a team crafting night. Um, and then I also offer training for anyone that is interested. Choices are always entirely up to you. Some people on my team are holding classes and they're, working this as a little bit of inviting friends to craft with them, and things that their friends order help cover their crafting supplies so that they basically get to craft for free. And others are just happy, happy shoppers enjoying a discount on everything that they order. So, the choice is entirely yours, and I'm happy to help you with whichever path you would like to take. So I mentioned that joining right now is an awesome thing to do. It's always an awesome thing to do. But when you join, you get to select $165 of any Stampin' Up! Products you want, anything at all. There is no rules or regulations. You can choose whatever you wish, and you will pay just $135 for that in Canada. I can only have people from Canada on my team. So if you are outside of Canada and would like to join the Great Stamping Believers, I'm terribly sorry, but you're going to have to move. You're going to have to move to Canada. So I can only have customers and team members from Canada. So in Canada, $165 worth of product for $135. In most provinces, there is no tax on that, and there is no shipping on that for anyone. So that is an awesome deal right there. But during celebration, you can also get two multi-packs of our Stampin' Right markers. Okay. And these come in our color families, the brights, the neutrals, the regals, the subtles. So you can choose two of those, and you will also get this stamp set and add that to your starter kit. Okay. That is $129 value. Okay. If you happen to have all the markers and don't want to duplicate things, you can choose $41 in additional product on top of the 165, and that can be any product that you select. Okay. So there is an option too. There is more value in this one, but if this is not something that you want to take advantage of, then you can just have $41 more product of whatever your choice is. This is an amazing deal. It's $294 worth of product if you select option one, and you only pay the $135. So you get $159 worth of product for free. You get more free product than what you're even paying on top of the product that you paid for. So awesome deal. And as I said, we would love to have you join us on our crafting adventures. Okay, I'm going to leave the celebration brochure at this point, and we are going to do a little bit of crafting here. So if you watched this morning's episode, I talked about we used so this is that other sheet of the designer series paper that we were playing with this morning. Oh goodness, where did my sheet go? All my notes, so I can tell. Bloom Impressions. This is from the Bloom Impressions, and this is one of the Celebration Designer Series papers that you can select for free. So we didn't use this piece this morning, but I did show it and said, oh, I want this on a Coastal Cabana card base. So look, I have a Coastal Cabana card base ready, and I have put my designer series paper onto a piece of basic white just to give it a little bit of a border. And what I had mentioned this morning was that my heart-shaped die from it is truly heart-shaped, and it's called heart-shaped. So these are the heart-shaped dies. I hadn't put adhesive sheet on the back. Okay, you can tell when it's got adhesive sheet on because it's white. It's not the same color as the cardstock. So I mentioned that I would show you that. So I have done one now, and all I'm going to do is come in here with my pokey tool and just at the edge kind of poke it down in a little bit and get it to start to lift off. Okay. And then I can hold it and just kind of work my way around. This is quite delicate, so you want to move slowly. You don't want to just, rip the whole thing off quickly. You might tear your heart. You might have a broken heart, and we don't want any broken hearts, do we? Okay, there we go. So we'll get that up, and then this is now a sticker. How fun is that? We love stickers. And I am going to put this right there. Right? Stuck. It's a sticker. How quick and easy is that? So I had not done that with my original heart die cuts that we used last time. So I did promise to come back and show it. So there you go. Okay, now we'll just finish this card off. I'm just going to put a couple dimensionals on the back of the sentiment. And we're going to put this down here. So this is going to be very similar to the cards that we made this morning. Little different sentiment, little different shape, still a stylish shape. And then I have two sets of flowers. I'm not sure how well you can see this. So this is Melon Mambo, which is in the paper. And this is Berry Burst, which truly isn't. But I thought it might coordinate nicely. This almost has a red tinge to it in the ink because the ink is so intense. I could have stamped off. That would have lightened it. And it does match these really dark flowers, but these are very small. And my eye sees this sort of tone of Melon Mambo. So a little bit lighter there. So I was thinking that the Berry Burst, it's not a perfect match, but again, it kind of coordinates. I was thinking I would use that for this card. And somewhere I have the small dimensionals because we were using those last time as well. Here we go. Okay, for these, because the large ones dangle over the edge. Now you can cut them. We mentioned that this morning that you can just cut them if you have the regular size, and that will work fine as well. But I have the small ones here. I like to keep both. They're handy, and we use tons of dimensionals, right? So there we go. And then the one other thing that I've brought in because oh, wait, we're not done. We have to put this on the card base, don't we? Hey, let's do that, shall we? Got right off of that one. Okay. Okay. Let's so I am popping this whole card up on my card base. Just have lots of dimension. And of course I have this Coastal Cabana card base that we had talked about this morning. So just going to put this right there. There we go. Okay, and then these are the purple adhesive backed sequins. Berry Burst, Bubble Bath, Fresh Freesia, and White. So this is Berry Burst, this is Fresh Freesia, Bubble Bath, and White. And I was thinking, again, the Berry Burst really kind of coordinates with this. So I was thinking I would just add some of these. Not sure where we want to put them. Could put one onto here. There we go. So there's one more card. A little bit tough to see these on camera. They do show up in person because they shimmer. You see they're can't really it's all or nothing on camera, but they do shimmer, so you see them even though the paper has lots of interest. I don't know. I guess I could have put them all on the sentiment piece, but anyway, they're on there. So there you go. So these are another one of the celebration items. You can get all of these sequins. You'll be gemming forever. And you can get this absolutely free with a $75 purchase. Okay, let's move on, shall we? Set this aside. And what else do I have to show you? So, let's see. I kind of went in too many tangents getting ready for this session. So I'm a little bit all over the map. So you're going to get little bitty tastes of different things here. Starting with the storybook friends is the name. Storybook moments. Okay. So this is designer series paper, and I'm going to show it to you in a minute. But while we're here, can you see these? They're in the package, but look at all these cute little storybook friends that we have and garden things. Okay. These are all punch out paper pieces, ephemera. So there's all 2 full pages of ephemera in this paper pack. along with the designer series paper. And I'm sneaking you a peek at the back of one of them. So the front has all these cute storybook friends and garden um, images. Okay, so we have a bunch of rabbits in the gardens. Funny, they're mostly picking carrots. We have a few that are getting some flowers, but mostly they're going for the carrots. Here we have all sorts of different vegetables. And then this piece is like instant card backs. Okay, so you can cut these pieces out and you have, you know, main pieces for your cards. Super quick and easy to create with. I'm going to show you that in just a moment, but first I'm going to flip these over. The ephemera is obviously just one-sided paper. So the backs, Old Olive, Wild Wheat, and Lost Lagoon. And then there are two sheets from the back that are actually also patterned. So we've got these strawberries and then these old English cottages. I call them old English cottages. I suppose they could be from somewhere else, but I think of them. I think of they remind me of the when I was a child, red rose tea. My mother drank red rose tea, and they had all these little houses and cottages that you could collect in the box of tea. And so my mom drank the tea and I collected the little houses. So, okay, so there is that paper pack. It is lots of fun. And what do we have? I was just going to put together a really quick card here to show you how quickly you can create with this. So I'm going to cut this out. I recommend a trimmer. You can use just your scissors. I'm just, I'm not bad at following the lines, but I'm not terrific at it. So if it's one cut, I can do it straight, but just gives you a nice clean cut. So, and you just follow the lines. I did actually measure this piece before, so I know that it is 4 by 3, and that's how I was able to just cut that so quickly and easily. So there you go. So now we've got this piece out, and we can still use everything on here. Little tip for this session, your trimmer. The Stampin' Up! Trimmer is awesome, number one. I have to just say, it's got lines all the way up and down, 1/4 inch, easy to see, easy to read, fantastic. What is also great, but not as easy to read, is the ruler on the arm, so it swings. So when I was cutting that, I had my paper in, and I wasn't cutting all the way down. I just wanted to cut down to the 3-inch mark. So 3 is labeled on here. I'll hold this up. You can see the number 3. Oops, you can see the glare too. So you can see the number 3, but this is clear, and sometimes it's difficult to see through that. So what do? You take your tear and tape and you pull it off. You run it down the entire length of your trimmer and don't take the backing off. So it's not sticky. It just covers it with white. And now this is super easy to see and to read. Okay. Just a little trick for you. Okay, so we have Lemon Lolly in here, and we have Lost Lagoon. I have brought in a piece of Lost Lagoon. I was hoping it would be enough, different enough to create a border. That I missed ever so slightly lining that up, and it's not bad, but when I put it on the plain Lost Lagoon, I see it. So I am just going to take a smidge. See, that's a smidge. Whoops, there you go, a smidge. That's all I took off. but it just cleaned up that edge a little bit. So we're going to put this onto here. So this is just a standard card base. Hey, Deb, thanks for stopping by. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And this is lemon lolly. Don't you love lemon lolly? It's such a beautiful, happy yellow. And it, of course, is in our ducks. So that makes me very happy because then it all coordinates. Color coordination is something that Stampin' Up! Does very well. They, the ink matches the paper, matches the ribbon, matches the gems, matches the markers. So it makes everything very easy. You don't have to worry about, well, is this red close enough to that red? And will this look all right? And I'm just going to leave lots of border on this. And now I am going to bring in our next toy. We have this little banner guy. This is from the Mixed Labels bundle. Okay, so these are all the sentiments. There is actually the banner if you want to just stamp the banner and stamp your sentiment right inside. But it is a bundle, so it comes with dies, a whole bunch of mixed shape and size label dies. Go figure, right? Mixed labels. So here's the die that we used. And then there's all these other labels and dies. Then you've got this leaf cutout and this die. I get a new die set. I like to just sort of see what it creates out a bunch of the shapes, just so I know what's there. I did not cut this one, and I did not cut the leaf, but I did cut this one because I wasn't quite sure exactly what it was going to do. So this is what it gives you. And this was just out of a scrap of paper, which is why the edges are not finished or anything, because I was just trying to get an idea of what it was. But this, oh my goodness, like what, just just a lovely bit of texture. And you could put this under this or something. Just, I haven't played with it yet. I'm just winging it here, but it could just ground something. You'd want your edges finished because I've got frayed little bits of paper there. But yeah, it's just kind of fun. So that's what I like to do. But I was thinking for this one, this is way too big. This is not going to work well. I wasn't actually planning to use that on this card, but I just pulled that out thinking it might work. I think I think we're going to use this one because that one is the one that will fit on there, and hopefully brand new stamp set. So you're also going to get a little tutorial on how to put these together. Your kindness made my day. No, I'm looking for a great friend. Here we go. This one, I think, will fit on here. Yes. Because this one I don't think will. Ooh, tight. It might. We could try it. What else do we have in here? For a great friend, I'm so glad we're friends. With sympathy. No, I don't want that. Although it's always a good idea to have some of those cards around. You're pretty wonderful. Happy anniversary and thank you. Okay, I think we're going to go with this one, for a great friend. Okay, so in your stamp set, you will have your stamps, and you will also have, I guess you can see them perhaps a little bit better, stickers of sentiments. Okay, so when you want to mount one, I am going to pull, all of these are split. You see, oops, if I put it in the camera, you might be able, you can see that that's split in the middle, but I am going to pull the whole label off. Okay, so there we go. For a great friend. This backing is still on, so it's not sticky on the back. Okay. There is also a protective backing on the stamp. So you're going to take that off. Seems to be a little bit of extra rubber bits on this guy. So we're just going to clean them off a little bit. Oh, bits of from the foam. Okay, and then friend is over there. You're going to come in here. Now you are going to take these pieces off. So this is now sticky. Very sticky, I might add, okay? And you can just hover right over your stamp and see exactly where your label's going. Okay? And then it will be perfectly mounted or stuck on every time. Okay. I rarely get the sticker on my block straight, which is why I pulled it off to put it back on here. And now we'll see how that stamps on here. So that's how you well, it's how I put my stamp stickers on. There are other ways. There's always more than one way to do many things, but this is my favorite way. This is the way that I find it easiest to get the sticker exactly where I want it. Because you only get one chance with these stickers. They are very sticky, and when they are down, they are down. So, no, I have not stamped once with this yet because I just made it. It is a fairly delicate font, fairly small font. So things that you will want to watch for is ink on the edge of the rubber when you ink, because it's so very difficult to keep your hand perfectly straight. So you may just want to take a little bit of a look that you don't have ink on your edges. And if you do, you can just wipe it off. You should use paper towel, not your finger, but you know, whatever's handy. And I am going to stamp that right in the center there. Okay, there we go. Look at that. For a great friend. What a wonderful sentiment, eh? It's not really a Valentine's Day sentiment per se, but if you have some girlfriends, this could be a great sentiment to put on a Valentine card for Galentine's Day, and you and your gals can celebrate. Okay, so now I am just going to put this onto my card base. I've done a lot of talking, so this is not ending up to be a really super quick card, but hopefully you see that it could be if I didn't talk so much and if I didn't have to mount my stamps to get to the point of making a card and all those sorts of things. Wonder if do I want this right in the middle? I think I do. I definitely do now because I've pressed it down. I'm gonna flip that over and we are going to put some dimensionals onto this. Let's grab a couple of these guys. Don't. And put this right up. Just making sure it's straight. There we go. And then, how about maybe, you know, some gems? So what do we have? These are some of the new gems that you'll see me using as we go. This is Pool Party. There is nothing in Lost Lagoon here, but there is this gold sort of color which we could use. That would go well. But maybe let's see what else we have going on over here. Maybe we won't use something brand new for this card. We'll dig into some of the good old regulars, standbys. Okay, so these are the ribboned back gems in the brown, and they just coordinate beautifully with the paper. So I think I'm going to use these. We could skip the gems altogether, but there we go. It just kind of finishes it off, don't you think? So really, if I hadn't been talking so much and I didn't have to mount my sentiment stamp, if I had just cut and glued and all that sort of thing, really that would have been a very quick card. But look how adorable it is. So the both the ephemera and these sort of ready-made backgrounds are awesome for quick crafting. Quick and easy crafting. Okay, I'm going to set him aside. Whoops. This was another card that I made using the paper. This was that piece with the strawberries on the back. And here's a couple pieces of the ephemera. Okay. The happy birthday is from the beautiful butterflies stamp set that I will be showing you a little bit later. And these are the antique pearls. These might have worked on that card too. Maybe they would have worked. I don't know that I would have loved them. But what I wanted to show you with these, they are obviously pearl. You see the shimmer. They've got a definite pearl shimmer to them. But because I didn't really have any pearl color, I mean, pearl, some people say pearls go with everything. And they're right. And this sort of picks up and reflects the blue of the card if you use those. But I wanted to make them a little more blue, so you can see I have colored them. And to do that, I used a Stampin' Blend. Okay. I actually ended up using the light Night of Navy, to be exact. Which of course I can't find now because it might even still be out. I'm not sure. But when you are coloring on your gems, I recommend you use the bullet point. Okay. All of our markers have both a bullet end. You see that? And a brush end. Okay, this is more for coloring. It's thicker, and it is softer, and it's the softer that leads me to use the finer tip, okay? Because it's a little bit firmer. You can damage your Stampin' Blends when you're doing things like coloring gems, but because the thin end is more rigid, it stands up to activities like this. So use the thin end, and these are not so large that you need you need to be using the big brush end. Oh, that's a little closer than I wanted there. I think I'm going to go back and move him a little bit. Don't want him quite so close to the edge. There we go. So now I have blue gems to coordinate with my blue card. So you can have gems in any color you wish if you just color them with your Stampin' Blends. Now it won't work on all gems. You know, if some gems are textured, very difficult to color on, and some gems have so much color that you're going to see that it's going to change the color that you do. But any of your light colored gems, you want to change the color, just pull out your Stampin' Rite markers. It's an awesome way to do it. Okay, so there's another card. Okay, moving through some of these other die cuts. Where did my dies go? Bring these back. So I cut out a number of these, and I cut them out with some more of our uh, designer series paper, specialty designer series paper. This is Wildflower Birthday. I'm just going to give you that much of a peek at it right now. We will play with this again later, and I will show you more of the pack. But I did die cut a bunch of these shapes. So this is the front. I did some from the back, so that we've got the pretty in pink gingham. And then I have a pretty in pink card base. I will just crease with my bone folder there. And then I have, there's some more of those, some old olive. And I wasn't sure whether they would fit better onto a 5 1/4 by 4 piece or a 5 by 3 3/4. So I cut both because I was planning to just play with this right here, right now with you. So, and I haven't really planned, see, I think that the smaller piece is going to work better unless I want a gap, do it with a gap, but I think that I want the smaller piece. That this is more what I'm after. Like that. And everything has just a little different look to it. This one has a pink flower. This one has blue flowers. We've got pink and blue and peach. So I'm going to use those 3 pieces. And don't know whether we want to throw in any of this in the middle just to add some. Oh, it could do this too. Just put an edge on it. Okay, let's give that a try. I'm going to cut this guy in half. Can you tell we're just, creating on the fly here? Welcome to my craft studio. This is one way to create. Again, not the only way to create. But we could do this out to the edge and this out to the edge, and then put this in the center. And we'll put this one over here. So this would line up. This would be at the top. Oh, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? Don't like that, but this could work. And then can we get this? I'd like to use this banner guy if I could. Oh, it could do right through the middle, couldn't we? What do we think? Kind of liking that. Just something different. And then that's all going to go onto our pretty in pink card base. Yes? That work? Does that work for everyone? Okay. Let's do this, shall we? Where did my stamp set go? You know what is in here? There's a little bit of, just a little bit of a sprig. Quite what I want. I was hoping there was a leaf stamp, and there is not in this stamp set. But what other stamp sets do we have handy? Where's my heart shaped? Oh, this one is very tiny, isn't it? So this one that we used this morning has a very small, but this might work. Let's, okay, here we go. We are so going, off. But look, 2-sided paper. So if we don't like how this looks, we'll just flip it over. So this, I'm using the little tiny leaf sprig from the heart-shaped stamp set that we used this morning. And this is part of a bundle. There's dies that coordinate with this. And it is a celebration item that you can get for free with $150. Okay, it is what we call a double item. Okay, so these leaves are all kind of tilting down, so I think I'm kind of want my paper this way. And I'm using Old Olive ink on Old Olive cardstock. So it's what we call tone on tone. And I'm going into the center area here. This is just going to get covered up, but just in case, because I don't know exactly what is going to peek through where. So I just stamped everywhere, and now it's all covered and all ready. Okay, I like that. I like that little stamp. I had not used that one yet because these things are all very new and can't possibly play with everything right away. Okay, going back to my mixed labels now. If I'm going to use that banner, what am I going to put in there? I could do happy anniversary. I could do for a great friend again. Or I could use this other one that's sitting right here. Look, happy birthday. This is from the beautiful butterflies, and I could put this in here. That might work. It will fit. Oops, I guess was I out of camera for that? So this will fit in here. So I have extra banners cut if this doesn't work well. We will just start over. Okay, and I think I am going to use my Old Olive ink again, just to sort of stay with that green pattern that we have going on. And this right in the center here, or very close to. There we go. Oh, that looks quite lovely. I think this will work. Always nice when it works out when you're crafting on the fly. Okay, so I'm going to close this up. I'm going to set this aside. Put this. Let's build this background. So I am going to start by putting these pieces close to the edge because I know I need to be very close to the edge, kind of centered. So that's task one. And I'm going to use my liquid glue just in case I need to smush them around a little bit. Because when you use your liquid glue, if you need to slide things around a bit, you have a moment to do so. Set that right about there. You may have noticed when I put this glue on, I didn't go right to the very top and bottom, and that's so that if I needed to shift it up or down, I'm not smearing glue. I'm not exposing glue because there wasn't glue right at the very tips of those, and they'll stick just fine. You don't need the glue to be absolutely everywhere. So now this one is going to go pretty much right down to the bottom, and I'm just centering that. And this one will be the same. Was I even in? Yes, I am in the camera. Okay. But I'm going to put it at the top. Again, centering between those two. And then this one will go, it'll actually line up with with these other two, I guess, won't it? Just making sure that it's covering all of these edges here. And it should come down just a smidge. There we go. Got that. Okay, so these are extra pieces for some other crafting, or these could be pieces that go into your card kit so that you can make this card, and you will get those pieces absolutely free along with 3 other projects with a $50 order between now and Sunday using this host code. Okay, you'll be able to make 4 projects from today. I will send you all the bits and pieces that you need to do that. So you will need some of those die cuts, and I will send you those. Put this right in the center here. Go, and then I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals. Now let's see if I can find my dimensionals. See if I think, yeah, certainly at the corner here, the regular size ones will fit. I think I can get one in the middle too. I don't think that's going to hang over the edge. No, that fits fine. So we can use the regular size all the way along. Oh. And I'm just going to put this right in the center. Peek. There we go. Centered, centered. And now we need to decide on some gems. Look, here's some pretty in pink. Kind of fun. We do have some gold bling on there, so I don't know if we want any more bling, bright bling, but we still want gems. So let's use some of these. Now, if your order is $60, you will get the card kit, and you will also get a pack of gems. It might not be this package of gems, but you will get a package of gems, so you can use those in your card making, or if you have some others in your stash that you like, you could use those, whatever you wish. Okay. Okay, there we go. I like the little addition of the tone on tone stamping there. I was thinking as I was laying it down, oh, I should emboss this, but tone on tone adds texture as well. So it's a great way to add some extra texture in your card making. Okay, so we started quite some time ago. We are a little bit longer this time. Not that I actually said how long I was going to be. I knew I'd be somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour, but this one was just a little bit longer. Well, longer than the 30 minutes. We're not over an hour yet. But those are some other new products. There are so many. There's, oops. There is no way I can share all the new products with you in 4 Facebook Lives. So I will continue to share things with you as time goes on, obviously, in my my other Facebook Lives. But yeah, it's a start, right? So I hope you like this. Oh, they're not quite in there. I don't want to cover up this host code in case anybody is wanting to record that so that they can place an order and get the card kit to make, in this case, this card, and then one from this morning, and one from my next Facebook Live, which is at 4 p.m. today, and then one from the last one, which will be at 7 p.m. this evening. So I will show you all four cards in our last session. And if you would like to share this video on your Facebook page, I would really appreciate that. And if you do, I will include your name in a random drawing for one of the cards that I have made today. I will be sending those out. We always love to get happy mail, so I thought I'm going to send some happy mail. All you have to do is share this video on your Facebook page, and I will include you in that. So that's it for this time. I will be back at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So take care for now, everyone. We'll see you in a little bit. Bye-bye.